Using nicotine is literally microdosing cocaine. Let me explain it to you. So when you do something like cocaine, your dopamine gets sent through the fucking roof. You get so much focus and energy sent to your brain. Dopamine and norepinephrine, the energy in your body and brain is insane. But when you use nicotine, it's the same exact mechanisms working. The same molecules are going up in your brain and up in your body. You are increasing their presence, changing your physiology, but it's just to a lesser degree. So it's this much for nicotine, this much for cocaine. But the thing that people don't realize about these things is when you don't have them, after you use it, after the administration and you get the boost, you go back down the opposite way. So for nicotine, you go down to here, and for cocaine, you go all the way down to here. Now that trough that you get, when you go back down, that is what forces you into wanting it again. The further down your dopamine goes, the more you desire to get your dopamine back to baseline. That is how your body functions. That is one of the most fundamental mechanisms of you as a human being. When your dopamine is high, you feel great, you feel on top of the world. The lower that it is, the worse you feel. So the lower that it is, the more your body forces itself to go and find something to get it back up. Cocaine works by potently increasing it all the way up so that it lasts longer, it is more extreme, and then when you come down, it is much worse. When you use nicotine, you are doing it over and over and over, but it is only lasting for a shorter amount of time, which means that you're going to have to use it again in a more frequent time. More frequent timing, you're going to have to use it more times throughout the day to get the same effects. And they both are down-regulating your ability to release dopamine completely naturally. So your natural ability to release desire and motivation and mental clarity and mental energy to go and do things and get tasks done or to desire things, you are down-regulating your ability to do that naturally. And what you need is now an external source to give you the energy to go and do other things. That is why you continue to crave using nicotine when you're trying to do homework or do work or focus on anything. So the more that you use either one, the less dopamine your body releases naturally, and the more you have to go outside of yourself, and the stronger of a stimulus you need to get back to just feeling fucking normal, to get back to baseline. The only way to resensitize yourself is to stop using it. You have to go through, you have to let yourself keep going down, 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 all the way into the trough, deep below. You gotta feel like fucking shit, because that is the only way your brain will learn to start re-regulating itself and start to re-release dopamine appropriately. That is how you get your brain to now value smaller rewards again, smaller tasks, smaller instances of happiness. You don't need as much to feel pleasure. Your threshold for feeling pleasure is significantly lower when you are not using external stimulants. You are able to feel pleasure from just smaller things in life. Just the very small instances of life can be enough. You don't need to go outside of yourself and do something like cocaine or smoke weed or use vaping nicotine or nicotine pouches or sugar. All of these things become too much for you. This is literally the whole key. You become happier with less by just not stimulating yourself so much. The more you stimulate yourself, the more you're going to need to feel stimulated again.